Are you a researcher tired of messy paper notebooks and disorganized lab inventory? Are you looking for a reliable, secure, and customizable system to manage your experiments, data, and collaborate with your team? It's time to discover eLab for the win. It's also called eLabFTW. So, eLab for the Win is a free and open source electronic lab notebook or ELN and a laboratory information management system or LIMS designed to help researchers organize their experiments, manage their inventory, and promote fair data principles. So imagine having complete control over your data using a system that's fully customizable to your specific needs and promoting open science principles with your lab. eLab for the Win makes it all possible, and with the features designed for both researchers and IT staff, eLab for the Win is the ideal solution for any academic or research environment. In this video, we'll talk about how eLab for the Win can transform your lab's data management practices. We'll highlight its key features for both users and IT staff with its electronic laboratory notebook, management system, and booking system. So I'll showcase its commitment to open science and discuss the benefits of using this open source solution. So without further ado, let's go. So as of right now, I'm currently onto their website, which is eLabFTW.net. So if you want to try this product but you're not sure yet if it works for you, what you can do is let's try the demo first. You can also install it yourself. When you click onto this install, it will redirect you to this new website. Now, do take note that eLab FTW actually only works on a GNU or Linux server, and installing it on a Mac or Windows, which is an incompatible system, actually requires further steps. So for this one, you can just read the documentation for the installation after this one. Now let's try the demo first that they have onto their website. So once you have clicked on that, it will prompt you to this login and then just head over and click onto this login option. So the credentials that they will actually give you is already filled up with the actual data that they have for the particular demo. So as of right now, we have in here the list of experiments that's already been added under the demo. So this is just an example of those. So as you can see, this experiment can have a fail, a success rate, as well as running. So it's called statuses that you can actually engrave into each experiment. So you can see the tags for that like biotechnology, microbiology, antimicrobial, and the likes. So if you want to create your own experiment using eLab for the win, just head over and click onto this create option. And in here, you can choose a default template or a blank experiment. So here's some examples that we can see right here. So for example, let's try in here a default template first. Let's click onto that. And then in here, we have in here the first experiment. So for example, let's name this experiment 1. Then you can just say what's this experiment is about. So for example, let's put in here gram staining. Now you can put in here the started date. You can put the ID, the category for this one. So we have in here further category option. For example, for this one, let's choose cell biology. Then choosing here the status. So for this one, let's choose running. And you can also put in here a tag. So it's what we talked about earlier about the antimicrobial and the likes. Let's put in here biology. And here we have some examples of those tags right here. So we can also generate the custom ID for that. And we have in here this. So we also have further buttons like this copy button, the signature button, this timestamp, as well as the blockchain option, as well as the expert button. So you can also put in here the visibility as well as the writing for this one if some people are allowed. So in here we have in here the actual notebook. First things first, we have onto our default template the goal, the procedure, and the results. So this is actually the things that we actually need for our notebook. So let's try to write in here. So for the goal, let's put in here a bullet. You can put some bullets right here, and let's put in here some data. So I haven't put it in here some data. I have filled out the goal, the procedure, as well as the results. But you can also add some pictures. Like for example, in here you can insert and edit some image. You can also add some special characters, emojis, timestamps, as well as the code samples and the likes. So in here, you can click onto the save option in order to save this file, and you can also add extra fields. Like for example, you can put in here default group, what the particular field is called, and the likes. So we also have in here some containers where it's gonna be stored. You can add capacity and unit for that. And we have in here this compound, we have the steps, and you can also link experiment to this particular experiment. So for example, you can just search in here for a particular experiment that's already existing, and then head over and click onto this one and click on this add in order to link that to it. I also have in here some resources, and if you have any files, you can add it right here, and you can also draw something which is actually quite cool right there. Just head over and click on save in order to save this particular drawing that you have done. So what's great with eLab for the win is we can also have in here some experiment templates that we can use. So we have in here some samples. You can head over and then just click onto this icon right here in order to create experiment from this template. So they have in here some readily available templates that you can use for your other experiments. Now let's head over here to the resources, and you can see in here the database that they have. So we all know that the database is actually really needed into this case. We have in here the database for chemical compounds, plasmids, as well as a lot more things. Now on here we have the scheduler, wherein you can actually see in here the schedule for each day, week, list, or month. So if you want, you can create a particular schedule for a particular time frame right here if you would want to as well. You can just select a resource below in order to book it. So click onto the select resource, select it, and then you can click on any which one of them, and then you can add in here a particular time frame or moderation for this one. So as you can see, we have in here for a specific time frame of 9:30 to 10. And then you can just type in here whatever things you want. You can add a comment, the start time, end time. You can add an experiment for this particular time frame, a resource, as well as a booking for that. Now click onto these tools, and we have another feature of it, which is the inventory. So for this one, we can see in here all of the containers or all of the materials that we have. If you don't have it yet, you can head over and then click onto this add root element in order to add a particular thing into your inventory, and you can just head over and then remove it once you have actually created an experiment based on that. So last but not the least, we also have a to-do list for this one. So let me show you what it looks like. So here's our to-do list. Right around here, you can see two buttons right here. Just click onto the bottom one, and we have in here this to-do list. You can see in here the user to-do list as well as the team to-do list. And you can see in here that you can check some parts of that once you're done with those. So if you're interested to learn more, you can head over to their website and then just try to install or try the demo. You can also talk to an expert in order to actually know more about the eLab for the win. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Subscribe to our channel for more insights on research data management and open science tools. So what are your biggest challenges with managing your lab data and inventory? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.